welcome back to my channel. Today, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be doing a thrift tip video. I've been wanting to film this for a long time. I just never got around to it, and I kind of like my new setup here. I'm sitting in a chair. I'm not sitting on the floor for once, and Christmas vibes with my stocking from Dollar. I kind of decorated my room for Christmas, not intensely, but I added like this, and like I got like a light thing just from Dollarama, and like a fake poinsettia plant. I'm trying to get in the Christmas mood, even though school is still happening. But yeah, welcome back to my channel. I'm very excited for today's video. I have a list of notes on my phone. I'm just gonna like, I don't know how structured this is gonna be. I normally ramble a lot, especially when I'm talking about something I'm really excited about because I love thrifting, and as you guys know, I do a lot of thrift hauls. This shirt is thrifted, actually. I wore it in a TikTok outfit thing I had the other day. So my first tip is, I really like going thrifting alone. Like I used to go, like when I wasn't such an avid thrifter, I used to go a lot with, like, I'll still go with my mom sometimes in town, or I'll go with like someone who's not as into thrifting as I am. Or if I'm taking too long and I don't want to feel rushed, I don't want them to rush me, so I like going by myself. So that's what I was like, go by yourself. I've never really like put in AirPods when I'm thrifting. I feel like that would get me more in the zone to thrift. I haven't tried that yet. I've just kind of I don't know, I get really anxious when there's like a lot of noise, or when I can't hear things, or like if I'm like in an aisle and I don't see someone coming because I couldn't hear them or something. That just stresses me out to think about that situation happening. So I don't know if I would ever put in my AirPods to thrift, but if it wasn't busy or something, maybe I would get in the zone. I brought them, I just never have put them actually in my ears. But that's a really good tip. I know some people do that. And definitely grab a cart. Like, I know you may look, I don't know why someone would not want to grab a cart, but at the Value Villages near me now anyway, they're big, like they're huge, so obviously you want a cart. Like, I know some in the city only have like the wheelie basket things, but a cart, you can just put everything in there and deal with it later. Like, my biggest thing is if you are like iffy on it, you don't know what it's gonna look like, and you're just like in the aisle and like going through the racks, just grab it, put in your cart, and then go through it later. Like, that's my biggest thing, I would say. Like, don't spend time in the aisle like assessing like, oh, do I really like this? Is it something I would actually wear? Just do that after, when you have like your own little space in the store and like can look at everything, and then you can reassess it, and then like you don't want to have to like regret not grabbing something and go back and try and find it and it be gone. That'd be a nightmare. Definitely grab a cart, and as you're shopping, grab everything you see, and definitely bring your own bag, because Value Village, I'm mostly talking about Value Village, I guess, here. I may make another one like all about small town thrifting, because obviously I'm in a small town right now and I go a lot, and it's a very different environment for sure. So definitely bring your own bag, because the Value Village bags are like paper bags. They do have reusable ones, but you have to pay for them. I think it's just easier just to bring your own reusable bags. Like, you're obviously, like, when I go there, I expect to have a big haul, and I normally leave with a big haul. Like, sometimes you won't find stuff, but when it's like that big of a Value Village, obviously you're gonna find something. Definitely bring your own bag. First of all, saving the environment. You are allowed to bring your own bags now. I think they will pack it for you, but even if not, like, you're just gonna wash them anyway. Like, it doesn't really matter if they're all crumpled or whatever. So just bring your own bag is another thing. And when you're going thrifting, like, I really enjoy just going thrifting, like, whenever, like, it's just like a form of therapy for me, I guess. Like, I enjoy just looking, but it's not like enjoyable just to look, you know what I'm saying? Like, in a mall, obviously you can like window shop and like go in the shops that you like, or the ones that you know, or the outfits you've seen on their Instagram or something, because there's only a certain amount of pieces in there. But at a thrift store, there's so many pieces, so many sections, there's one of each, and you have to, I would say, have a goal in mind of what you are looking for. Like, if you're, like, I normally write it in my notes what sections I want to hit first. That's another thing about sections, I'll talk about that in a second. But definitely have a goal in mind. Like, if it's like, it's like when I was turning into like my past few thrift hauls, I got some boots. That was one of my goals. I wanted to find some boots, so I headed there first. So definitely have a goal in mind when you're thrifting, like, or ideas of things that you want to get. Like, if you're shopping through the women's sleeveless tops, have like, okay, I want to find like a really cute like basic tank top I've been looking for, or just an idea or a Pinterest board or something you can refer to, because it can be so stressful when you're like in the aisle and like flipping through the clothes. It's like, is this cute? Will this go with anything? If you have like an idea of styles or patterns or whatever, or brands you're looking for at the thrift store, definitely have a list or a Pinterest board or something. That's like the most helpful thing for me, because I get really anxious in the moment, like shopping and like knowing, do I want this? And I always end up regretting not getting something. I don't know, it just always happens that way. I just get so stressed in the moment of looking at the items. But definitely just take your time, go on your Pinterest board, go back to the aisle, go through the items again if you need to, but just have a goal in mind of what item, like a goal item to get, and just like an idea of your style and the styles that you're looking for, I would say. And don't go in expecting to find the exact item you're looking for. It's kind of just more just to narrow down your search. The stores I go to, I don't have time to look through every single section, and I just get like really stressed having to look through every single section. So definitely like I keep going trying to find a Juicy Couture hoodie and I haven't found one, but obviously I'll still go look in that section, and that's like a goal I have in mind, to look in that section and know what I'm looking for, because you could just be like going through the racks mindlessly and miss something really cute if you're not like thinking, okay, this is the style I want. Like, it's hard to explain, but once you're like thinking about it, you can like see it through the clothes that you're looking for, or like find something similar to what you're thinking about. My favorite section is the pajama / lingerie section. This top is from there. Literally my favorite section. Is just so exciting when you go there, because there's such unique pieces. You don't even know what you're gonna find in that section. It's just so exciting just to go through it. Like, you can find corsets, little tops like this, slip dresses, slip skirts. Like, it's just very exciting to go to that section for me, because that's like, I think, something I try to incorporate in my style, like little tops like this, or little skirts or dresses or whatever. It just goes with a lot of like, you can pair with like leather and like just a lot of different textiles and everything. I don't know, it's just my favorite section to go to. I find it the most exciting, and it's normally like a smaller section, so you only have like a certain amount to look through, rather than like the t-shirt section, you know. I love going to the shoe section. I would definitely recommend going there like one of your first stops once you get in the thrift store, because shoes are all on display there, and like there's a limited selection, and like they will go fast. Like, I'm sure, like, I don't know how much they restock the shoes at Value Village like throughout the day, but like if there's a really cute pair of boots, like they're gonna be gone in a few hours. So yeah, definitely look at the shoes was one of your first sections I would really recommend. And also the bags. Like, it's kind of harder, because Value Village I normally go to doesn't have the biggest bag section. I went to a different one the last time I went, and they had an enormous bag section, like four shelves or like racks, like vertical. You have to like look through them all. Like, it was like almost stressful. I wasn't exactly sure what kind of bags I wanted. I found some like really in bad shape dupes of like Burberry bags. I did a thrift with me on TikTok, and I found like a fake Louis Vuitton monogram look. That was just like all I really saw. I didn't really have a goal in mind of what I wanted, because I have enough bags, or wasn't really looking for anything particular. But I do look for certain brands in that section. So like, I'll look for like Dooney and Burke, or I don't know, like Juicy Couture, sometimes Coach bags, or Guess bags. Vintage Guess bags are really cute. So if you've been enough to know what kind of brands you want to look for, that's another thing. Definitely brands, you can start to recognize them better, and like the styles, and like if you're looking on Depop, you can get like ideas of the styles or different bag brands that they may have. Like, if I didn't go on Depop, or if I didn't go on or watch other people's thrift hauls, I wouldn't know about like Ed Hardy or Paul Frank or anything. So yeah, definitely looking for brands too. If you recognize something of a brand and find something of a really cool vintage brand, I think that's really neat, and that's really exciting to find something very unique and a very unique piece from a brand. It's just like a very, I don't know, not even that you were looking for it, it's just really exciting to find like a really unique piece at the thrift store for sure. Yeah, as I said, put everything in your cart. And I am definitely I am definitely guilty of spending or buying too many things at the thrift store when I don't need them. I definitely need to go through my closet recently, but I'm telling myself it's better to buy these things at the thrift store for cheap than fast fashion for cheap and get rid of them. So I'm still working on not over consuming, so I'm trying to limit myself to a certain number of items when I go to Value Village. And if you regret not getting something, it's oh well, you'll find something equally as good the next time you go, is just to limit the number of items you find, because yes, put them all in your cart, but once you get to the cash, or once you have everything and you're done looking, you have to want to go through everything and like go through everything, have a maybe pile, a no pile, a yes pile. I try and find like a spot in the thrift store where I can hang things up, look at them, think, will I wear this, will this fit, and then put the things back that you don't think will fit, or go through them again if you have like a maybe pile, and limit the number. I try to limit it to 5, but like that sometimes doesn't happen. A lot of the times doesn't happen, but it's good to know that you want to limit yourself and not over consume just because everything's cute and you want everything even if it doesn't fit. Or if you're like a Depop seller, like that's different, I'd say. Like you're obviously, that's kind of your job. I've never really gotten into that world, but definitely just try and not overconsume and just buy things that you really know you would wear like a few times at least. But yeah, obviously shopping at the thrift store is better than fast fashion. If you shop only fast fashion, and if you don't know what fast fashion is, I made a video kind of about it, or made a few, but definitely educate yourself, do your research, because the fashion industry is such a polluting industry. I think we all need to be aware of the effects, and please never shop at Shein or any of those online Chinese websites. Are like notorious for child labor, and it's just, I hate seeing those come up on my For You page on TikTok, so please just educate yourself. I think everyone should go thrifting instead. Yeah, so will you wear it, and if you want to buy something that's like kind of unique, kind of in style, or like a trendy item, like let's say, I don't know, like those boots, am I gonna wear those 30 times this winter? No, but they're a unique item that I know will go with a lot of different outfits. Finding things that you know you really like or are really attached to in the store, and limiting how many unique items you buy, because obviously you're not going to wear these abstract prints like every day, or they're not basic, so obviously you can't pair them with a lot. You just want to make sure you limit the number of unique or trendy items you buy, I guess, because like, yeah, that's just another thing. It's just not to go nuts. And also, like, sometimes Value Village can be more expensive than my local thrift store, so I kind of get a bit wary. So like, if I'll assess its worth to me by the price. So if it's like a $15 pair of pants that I'm not sure will fit, or I may have to go back to return, I probably won't get them, because I know I can probably find something at my local thrift store, or I'm just not as attached to them as, or it's not worth it to me to take that risk to buy them and have to come return them. So definitely like assess the price and like if it's worth it to you to buy it. And also sometimes you can find like flaws on the items. Like one time I found these shoes and the bottom of them were like really worn in and like kind of gross, so I got a discount on them. If you ask, don't over ask. Like if you don't think the price is worth the product, or if you don't think the product is worth the price that they put it at, because sometimes it can be a little ridiculous, then I would just talk to them. They're pretty good at lowering the price. Like don't do it if it's like a busy day or a busy line. Obviously you don't want to take up the time because they have to call a manager, but I've done that a few times where it's like, okay, this is kind of gross, like I want it but I don't want to spend that much, and they more often than not they will lower the price for you. So I think that's really a good trick too. Not a trick, but just if you're trying to justify it in your mind and you really want it, and it's just like it's like worn in too much, or it's like the quality of it isn't as good as, or isn't worth the price, like just don't make up dumb excuses for why it should be cheaper. Just be reasonable with that, I would say. That's pretty much it. I'd say like my favorite sections, as I said, were like the shoes, the lingerie section, the bag section. I really like looking at the pants section, not the jeans section, because I barely find anything in the women's jeans section. And the men's sections. Definitely go ham on the men's sections, or go nuts on the men's sections, because you really have to look, but sometimes you can find the coolest t-shirts or like the sweaters. And definitely the little girl section and the little boy section even. Like I know some people have found like such cute like little sweater vests or like little skirts if you're small enough to fit into those, or like little baby tees. I think it's a really good section as well. So yeah, just have fun at the thrift store. It's really fun to find unique pieces. It's definitely something I always look forward to doing, and have gotten really good at, I guess. I don't know, kind of like knowing what I want to look for. And it's just a very exciting experience once you do it enough, because you're always like, what am I going to find at the thrift store? It's always just so exciting just to go and like have this whole store full of all these amazing treasures and you don't even know what you're gonna find that day. So 100% recommend thrifting. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do make a lot of thrifting and fashion content. If you want to subscribe, that would mean a lot to me. And also on TikTok, I do post a lot of thrifted outfits or thrift hauls or sneak peeks to my YouTube videos. If you want to follow me on there, and Instagram, I'll put it here. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.